Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Comic Book Club. I'm Alex.
I'm Justin.
I'm Pete.
And we have three great reviews for you guys today. We have the long-awaited Ultimate Wolverine vs. Hulk number 3. The not-so-long-awaited MILF Magnet number 1.
Nice.
And the beginning of Battle of the Cowl, Gotham Gazette, Batman
Yeah.
Dead number 1.
No!
So let's get right into it with Ultimate Wolverine vs. Hulk number 1. This is an issue, I think the last issue came out in 1956.
Yeah, it was
so this is pretty
real
exciting.
golden age treat right out of the gate.
Well, no, the last issue came out, the first issue was in 56.
Yeah.
Here's the first thing that I'm going to say right off of the bat about this issue that is so crazy to me. The difference in Leno Yu's art between the last issue and this issue, he has gotten so much better.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Congrats to him.
This issue is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, and his work here, his action scenes here, are so much better than his stuff in Secret Invasion. It isn't even funny.
But the thing that is such a bummer with this, it's such a popcorn series where it's like, oh, let's have a big fight. And then to wait so long raises the anticipation bar that you read this and you're like, oh, I don't know why this was so much hype about this.
You would think that this is a no-brainer series for me where I want to pick up every issue.
Yeah.
But I don't.
You love all three of the words in the title. Ultimate, Wolverine, and Hulk.
Yeah, you don't like verses.
What about
Yeah.
verses? No, I love verses.
It's more of a...
No, but when Wolverine and Hulk get together, I don't want to have witty banter.
Well, you're not crazy about Ultimate Universe in general, right?
Well, yeah, I can't stand it. But I do. The art in this is amazing. That much I can say.
I like this. The other thing that struck me that was kind of funny is David Lindelof obviously writing Lost.
Yeah.
There's time jumps all over the place. And
I
for
know.
those of you who are watching Lost, time jumps all over the place. So certainly, like I think he's drawing on that a little bit.
Well, but
like
in
you
an
said,
obnoxious
if
way.
you can get past the amount of time since the last issue, it is a fun popcorn series.
I agree, but I think the time jumps and the disjointed narrative get in the way of the story. Like, just tell it chronologically. It's the same. It ends up being the same thing.
Yeah.
And this seems like a fluff issue because he gets to the same point where he was at the end of the last issue, pretty much.
It's
but with all this hoopla.
But it almost ruined the part where Wolverine got ripped in half because I've seen it 5 times at this point.
Yeah,
Which is...
And it's been made fun of ad nauseum.
Yeah.
So this week's episode of Lost was very good.
Yeah.
If you guys want to talk about that, I'm ready.
I just also want to... I really love the panel where it's like they're talking and then it's like a longer shot and you see Hulk's arm and like Wolverine is so small on the other end.
I would give, just for fun writing and excellent art, I would give this a must pick up.
A must pick.
I would give it a must pick up just because I really enjoy it, and I really think people should get past the time difference or whatever.
Well, that's the thing. Is even beyond that, all the time, and the the lateness. I think that this issue doesn't have enough to offer to even warrant picking it up. Like, if you want a great action sequence, there are plenty of other comics out there where there's more story backing it up. When this seems very light. Pete.
I would. I have problems with this, and I want to love it more than I do. But I do think that the art and the action kind of powers all the little things I have problems with. I would say pick it up.
Well, this will come out in trade in the year 3000, so just wait for that.
Yeah, just
the year 3000.
Cool. We're going to move on and talk about MILF Magnet number 1 by our good friend Tony Lee.
Yes.
First of all, this is a mature audiences only book, so if you're young, pick this up secretly and, you know.
Wow.
What? Okay, so what this book is about is essentially a JLA-like team. A guy who has electricity powers accidentally ends up at these love stones and ends up being attractive to all women. After a spell, he ends up being attracted to all women over 40.
Yeah, he gets the Sorcerer Extreme to move the spell from all women to women over 40.
Right.
Thus, to
MILF
make it
Magnet.
clear.
I would say, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to give this our highest rating, 3 boners up.
Yeah. We'll give it the old 3 bones. Pete, you backing it up? You're the 3rd boner. So.
All right, first of all, Alex made me read this. Tony Lee's a friend. He's a great guy. It's weird reading a comic that you know the person who wrote it.
Especially when it's about boner.
It's just a stupid dick joke, fucking horrible. It's bad.
I think It's so
Tony,
fun.
I
It's
love
a
you,
great
but-
comic.
Yeah, I actually really liked it.
Yeah,
I went in, even though I do like Tony a
Oh,
lot.
I'm sorry. Which part did you like? Did you like the strap-on part?
Yeah,
Did you
that
think
was
that was
pretty
very enjoyable?
That was only a few panels.
Here's-
And it was
here's the
supported
thing.
by the story.
Let me finish for a second. I went in not wanting to like this because I'm not crazy about funny
MILFs.
comedy.
I'm not crazy about MILFs.
I don't like magnets.
It's an overused.
I just think like sexy, funny comics are usually pretty bad.
Yeah.
And totally completely won me over by the end. I really actually thought this was pretty funny and well written, and there's some really charming, hilarious stuff in here.
Yeah, I was surprised that I liked as much as I did, given the content. But yeah, I think it was funny. I was
So, you know,
surprised.
I guess we would give this 2 boners out of 3.
Yeah, 2 boners and 1.
Pete,
Can we get on with the
I
fucking
just
show?
want to say,
It's a comic book.
for the record, Pete is the true hero here because he is this close to murdering us for making him review
He's
this right now.
a real hero.
The real hero. I'm gonna give him a little reward later. Gotham Gazette, Batman Dead, one shot, number 1 of 1, kicking off the battle for the Cowl.
Yeah, a
Crossover
lot
was
of title.
very,
A lot of title in this book.
Yes, this is a Dark Reign crossover with Secret Invasion, which is pretty cool too, and a Final Crisis Aftermath. So
Yeah, it
very
all
exciting
fits
stuff.
together.
Yes. What'd you guys think about this? Finally bring Vicky Vale back
Yeah,
from
you've
the
been-
first
you
Batman
you
movie.
said
You've been
that-
demanding.
You said the one thing I was going to say about this comic. Vicky Vale's back, which is kind of enjoyable, but at the same time, it's not enough to carry the whole comic.
Well, to be fair, it's very short. There are 4 short stories in this one shot, so they're
Right.
teeing up something that they're not actually going to even pay off until May. So it's kind of an odd structure for it. This is like the bookend to the Battle for the
I
Cowl.
could be wrong about this. I mean, maybe you guys have read a little more than I have, but I feel like this is covering the characters who are not otherwise going to be covered in Battle for the Cowl.
Well, I think they're setting up some things, and I feel like they're going to have to follow up on some of them. Because who's really interested in a Leslie Tompkins story?
I love the idea of this. The fact that, okay, Batman's gone. The signal has just been going off for hours. Nobody's answering it. It's free reign in Gotham. There are people just running by with gun
Dark Reign.
cases.
It's the Dark Reign.
It's just total madness. And I like the fact that you get to see some characters that you know in Gotham, how they're dealing with it. Maybe they're lower level characters. But I like the idea of that. But I just think, I don't know if it did the best job.
My problem is, and this is unfair to put on this book, but in fact I put it on the whole event, I have never bought the idea that Batman leaves Gotham and suddenly everything goes wrong.
Everything goes to
You
shit.
know, I understand that he is everywhere at the same time, and certainly
Right.
he strikes probably fear into the heart of criminals, but if he's really that effective, there should be virtually no crime in Gotham. So, I don't know.
So it's going, I love especially the Leslie Tompkins story. She comes back to Gotham. She's like, I can smell the stink of crime and all this shit. I'm like, whoa, Leslie, back up,
Seriously.
babe.
This, I would say, taken on its own merits. I did like this issue without loving it. I do think Fabian Sousa does a very nice job writing it. There's some great art from
Great
Jerry
art,
McKelvey and Dustin McGrain and other people.
Yeah,
So
crisscross.
it's. Did you say Chris Cross?
Yeah, the artist does.
Avania?
No, it's not that. It's a different
Chris
crisscross.
Cross will make you.
Yeah.
Draw.
Yeah.
Fight the Cowl. What I thought was a bummer about this were the bookends with this woman who's like the ghost of Gotham, who is an actress.
It was just so nice to see her back.
Yeah, I know. I think we all.
After
She
that
was in
amazing
Nightwing. Yeah.
arc. The
But
Nightwing arc in Detective Comics. I think.
terrible. But I love the Stephanie Brown story. I love the Vicky Vale story, and the Harvey Bullock, not Jim J. Bullock, very different characters. Was
Jim
very
J.
good.
Bullock reference? Wow.
So, what did you guys think? Would you say
Circle
pick it up?
takes-
Circle gets a square. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's
Did you say pick it up?
No. I would say maybe.
nice. Pick it up. I give it a full boner. I give
Yeah, I was
it. I give
gonna
it a
say,
real purple boner.
I would give it. I would say pick it up as well. So that's like 2.5 C. If you have a question,
2.5
write us.
show.
Yes.
Please.
Write us.
Write us and tell us to stop making boner references.
Never.
Please.
Write us
Please.
email at thecomicbookclub@yahoo.com. Comment below.
Tell us to stop making boners.
Upload your boners. You can check out our boner blog at popcultureshock.com.
Stop saying that.
Club. And
Don't
if
push
you're
me,
ever
Alex.
in New York, you
Visit us on a freaking
Bonk,
Tuesday. Stop it.
What? They could check
8
out
o'clock.
Tell them where they can check out our Boaters Live, Pete.
Oh, that's it. I swear to God.
Sexuality makes people uncomfortable.
That's
not a
not
lot-
true.
Pete got his junk ripped off by a monkey.
by Ultimate
That's
It's
Wolverine.
actually
Ultimate Hulk tore his
It
penis.
was
in half.
actually a freak SpaghettiOs accident where I was opening up a can of SpaghettiOs and the thing just flipped up in the air and then cut my junk off.
That is
And then you ate it.
that's a weird
Well, I
thing to
cooked it up
say.
and it was actually delicious. Light Springs. Spaghettios.